Hello, Terra Nouveau Lyceum, and hello everyone who may be joining us from YouTube. I'm your host, Dalva, and today we are going to be drawing cards from, you guessed it, or maybe you didn't, I don't know, but it goes right along with our theme here the past week or so. Archangel Gabriel Oracle cards. Let me tilt that forward so there's not so much of a glare. You can see it's supposed to be Gabriel, probably, well, I don't know, next to Michael, probably portrayed the most in medieval and Renaissance art. So there is Archangel Gabriel. I tend to think of the archangels, there tends to be about 4. They're sort of the top, I guess, leadership in a way, and that would be Michael, Raphael, Gabriel, and Uriel. Unfortunately, I do not have a deck of cards, and I've not seen a deck of cards dedicated to Archangel Uriel. So, but going back to our correspondences, Gabriel's a messenger. I tend to associate him with the color white. Of course, famous trumpet, right? Michael has his sword. Raphael has, his healing. You might want to think about the caduceus. But then, you've got Gabriel and his horn making the announcements. So let's go ahead and take a nice deep breath in. Let that out, and let's get started. Yep, I'll show you these cards first. Have same sort of picture there, right? So clear the energy out. Shuffle. Oh, here we go. Sometimes you get jumping cards when the message is pretty strong, like you need to pay attention to this. And what do we have? Oh, vulnerability. I'm not always so good with this one, so let's see what our message is today. It says, listen to your vulnerable feelings as they contain wisdom and inspiration, and then pray for strength to focus on your priorities no matter what. Well, that's kind of what we're doing all the time, right? So if the archangels are coming through and talking about vulnerability, it doesn't necessarily mean that you actually are vulnerable. It means that you're dealing with feelings of vulnerability. So it's very important to distinguish what we're feeling with what we are experiencing in day-to-day reality. And sometimes that can be pretty intense, especially if we have some blockages around being vulnerable or feeling vulnerable that may have meant at some point in time we didn't feel physically safe. So that may be something that is coming up, and it may be coming up for us to heal, maybe coming up for us to let go of. With Gabriel, I'd almost say that an examination of these feelings is somehow tied to your creative abilities. That when you allow yourself to feel, not necessarily be physically, but to feel vulnerable, this may be tied to your creative projects or your creative life in some way, as inspiration or as using your creative abilities to initiate a cathartic experience or a healing experience where you're letting go of some fears in the past. But it's connected. It's connected in some way. And this card is a reminder that it is safe. It may not feel safe, but you are safe. So you can, it's okay to examine those feelings. It's okay to allow yourself to sit in those feelings and to experience them. Also bearing in mind that that's connected somehow with your creative life, either tapping into it or using your creativity to release some of these feelings and initiate healing. That may be journaling, it could be painting. There's a lot of possibilities here. So that's something for us to explore. All right. So I want everyone to take a nice deep cleansing breath in. Let that out. I hope everyone is having a great week so far. And please, if you have any questions about what's going on here at the Lyceum, please feel free to ask me or to ask Janet or to ask Kim. We are more than happy to help you, to answer your questions, and to give you information. All right? So I'll go ahead and hop off here. I will talk to you all again soon. Hope you all have a fantastic week. Bye for now.